Oli the Goalie Tech Reviews here. I'm happy to report it is done. It did not take me a 5-year mission. It only took me about 40 hours of work, but I've completed my Polar Lights 1/350th original Enterprise. And I have to say, I couldn't be more thrilled. The reality was the idea of putting this thing together was very daunting and kind of a little bit concerning that I wouldn't have the time or the ability to do it. I kind of joked in one of my previous videos that I haven't done a video since probably the mid-80s when I did my Star Wars Darth Vader TIE fighter, and that was the extent of it. Never have I done anything this intricate with this much detail, finish, lighting, all of that sort of thing. So it was a little bit overwhelming, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a try. And I did, and I'm so glad that I did. I think that it's turned out very well. I'm extremely happy with it. There are a couple of things that, aren't perfect. I did get some of the seam work done. Actually, here I'll come in on this. Some of the seam work on the nacelles, could have been better. Almost non-existent, really. The paint on the pylon, again, could be a little bit better. And it's just little things like that that I'm not super, happy with. But those are things that I can always touch up down the road. I also elected to do the lit nacelles, and I'm not so sure that I'm happy with that. And by the way, I will plug this thing in a bit to give you a better idea. But short of that, Pepper the cat's here to say hi. Short of that, I'm extremely happy with how it turned out. One thing I'm really happy with is the weathering. Now, some might argue and say the weathering's a little heavy on this one. To be honest, I'm quite fine with that. I think that it turned out almost literally perfect. I absolutely love the fact that the detail within the bridge turned out extremely well. Even the detail when we go around to the back here and look into, see if we can get that focused. Probably not, but anyways, I'll work on that. Actually, let's try this. No. Anyways, that worked out really well. I think the thing that I absolutely love the most about this, as I struggle to keep it in focus, let's go back to the wide, is just the fact that I did it myself. It was one of those things that you look at getting done and maybe looking at buying one completed, but they're just so darn expensive. And finally, I just said, I'm going to do it myself. So anyways, let's do a little bit of a quick shot here of the actual finished product. I never did actually glue because I wanted to have access just in case the wiring and stuff shut out. So I will work on that as well. But as we go around here, I definitely need to get myself a gimbal. A little darker on this side, dark side of the moon. Actually, no, just no lighting. And then go up to here. This is a really great shot. Again, I just absolutely love how this thing looks. Like I'm so thrilled at the detail. And I'll be honest with you guys, one of the things that really concerned me was watching all of the videos on YouTube, the people that put these things together, the talk of, the difficulty of doing this. And it wasn't not difficult, obviously. But I have to say, it was a lot more fun than I assumed it would be. and a lot less of a challenge than I thought it was going to be. So overall, I would give this probably out of 10 for just the ease of build, including the wiring kit and everything, by the way. Probably a, I don't know, I would say 7.5 or an 8. Definitely not anywhere near as scary as I thought it was going to be. Go around here. I elected not to, just get a little bit of an underneath shot here so you can see that I do have the decals there as well. I did not elect to paint the dish. Again, I've left it something that I can just basically pull off by turning and pulling that off. So I can paint that at any time. Here's a kind of a close-up of the weathering. Thanks to my daughter Paige for using some of the eyeshadow that gave us the rust ring effect. And the streaking, the weather streaking was a lot easier than I thought too, but so effective. I mean, it makes such a big difference when you have this thing on here and you actually see the weathering on there versus just the plain dish before I had done all that. So again, extremely happy with that look as well. Talk about a rating out of 10 for happy it's done, 10 out of 10. Overall happiness with the outcome product, definitely 12 out of 10. This thing is really an incredible piece of art, of technology when it comes to the wiring, which I will plug in a second and give you an idea of how that looks. But not only that, really great service from Polar. I accidentally scratched the bridge dome to the point where it really wasn't usable. I reached out to Polar Lights. They replied to my email within a day and had sent out a replacement bridge crystal within about 10 days. And not only did they do, I mean, I let them know that it was my error, I damaged it. So not only did they do that, but they did that free of cost, which nowadays is pretty impressive. Let's go look at the detail here. Hopefully I can get this in focus, because I'm not so sure that's working properly. Again, really just the detail is fantastic. Now I do want to show the bottom as well. So I will flip that over just to give you an idea of how that looks as well. All right, so here is the underneath of the ship. You can see the NCC markings and the dome, the different lights, some of the deckling, and some of the weathering that I did underneath as well. You can see the weathering that runs along the main unit. Now too, remember, I'm not a professional model maker. This is something that I was able to do on my own. And, you know, could it have worked out better? For sure. Could I have taken more time to do it better? Probably. But I'm happy with the results. Here is the deckling underneath. The wiring that I have for being able to do the quick release of the AC adapter so that I can unplug the unit, move it around. But again, pretty darn cool. Oh, by the way, I also colored blue. So yeah, the one thing I'm not so sure of is those nacelles. All right, so one quick shot here of the Enterprise powered up. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. Now, of course, I will give it a quick plug-in downstairs in the home theater room so I can have it dark and you'll be able to see it a little bit better as far as the lighting goes. But as you can tell, pretty cool in the sense of the lighting with the flashing indicators. You have your red and green on the top here with the flashing lights. You have the shot inside of the bridge, the nacelle effect, which I was pretty happy with. I kind of think like maybe I did the orange a little too heavy because it's harder to see the LEDs inside. They're a little bit more, dissipated in the sense right now, so they're not so easy to see. But I think I would have next time went a little lighter. The nacelles with the blue, again, I used the transparent blue paint, and probably could have done either a little heavier coat or a few more layers just to give it that better effect. The other thing I'm quite happy with here is the landing bay. Pretty cool effect. I hope that's in focus. I can't really see. I'm looking at getting myself a bigger screen so you can actually see. I'm going to try and plug this into my Samsung tab to see if I can get it on the 11-inch so I can actually see what I'm doing. But everything's lit up. It's very cool. The one thing I would say is that the lighting on these four main rectangulars, it's almost impossible to see here because it's daylight. But even in the dark, they're pretty hard to see. So, but once again, overall, completely thrilled. Absolutely love it. As I said, I'll go plug it in one more time downstairs so you can see it in the dark. If you like my videos, guys, I really appreciate you watching. Every video, I thank you for doing that because it is amazing to me that you take the time to do that. Thank you. If you like the videos, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like and the bell icon and comment. Give me some feedback to my videos. How can I do them better? What's going to work best in a sense? But again, just thank you for watching those videos. I'll pause the video. I'll start it one more time downstairs in the darkened home theater room, and that'll be the end of the video. Again, thanks guys for tuning in and watching. All right, guys, here we are down in the darkened home theater room. Hey Google, turn on Enterprise. And there it is in its full lit glory. Lit nacelles. Yeah, I'm very happy with how it turned out. Once again, you guys, thanks so much for watching my videos. I appreciate it. Love the fact that you guys are watching them. Hit the bell, subscribe, and have an awesome weekend.